If you already read the title, yes, it's true, guys. Surprise. I'm pregnant. I am pregnant. I wasn't going to make this announcement today, like make this video right now. I actually wanted to wait till my second ultrasound appointment and see if everything is still good, because truthfully, I haven't seen my baby since week 8, which is making me anxious. But I can feel, physically, I can feel that everything's all right. And I just had the urge to update you guys on my life and share my experience already, because I have gone ghost for a bit off the socials. So here we are making the announcement. If you don't know who I am, my name is Shireen. Call me Miss Rain. I'm your unconventional teacher, so take what resonates. Yes, guys, here we are in the second trimester, week 14. I'm actually week 14, so that's another reason why I also felt called to share the announcement with you guys, because I also made it to the second trimester. So let this video also be a mini celebration of making it past the very risky stages, they say, all the stuff I've been reading up. I haven't been pretty active on the socials, and now you guys know why. So without further ado, obviously I love being vulnerable with you guys and sharing my experience with you guys. I'm going to talk about how the first trimester was for me, from the day I found out I was pregnant leading up to today, and what this means with like Take It Resonates and everything that with my brand and everything that I'm doing. And yeah, a little life update too as well. So fast forwarding, let's go back in time. Fast forwarding to the day I found out I was pregnant. That was actually December 29th. Yeah, 31. Because it was 3 days, I believe it was 3 days before my birthday. I would have to look back at the picture. I was in Toronto, and my partner had came up as well to visit. We were visiting my family. And even fast forwarding back to before the day I found out I was pregnant, I just felt there was something wrong with me. Before I even had a feeling it was pregnancy, guys, I thought I had parasites, okay? Before I took a trip to Toronto, I was just freaking emotional. I was going through a lot. And then, yeah, I thought I had parasites. I was just overwhelmed and like burnt out mentally. And I just wanted to, I was having these moments where I was coming to realization of all the work I've been avoiding and all the work I have to do. And I was just like at a reset point. Like I was ready to just start over, right? So I went to Toronto to get some like clarity and take a little break, be in a new environment. And yeah, like as I was going to Toronto for the holidays, I was like, okay, I have parasites, something's wrong with me. But then I got to Toronto, I was staying with my sister for a bit, and then I also was realizing my period was 1 day late, 2 days late, 3 days late, 4 days late. So I'm like, okay, I knew. I kind of had a feeling I'm pregnant. I'm like, I'm pregnant. Which was funny, not funny, but kind of scary, because also I was trying to take holistic treatments to get rid of parasite, because I really thought I had parasites. Yeah, I was like taking papaya seeds and like trying to do cleanses just to rid myself of parasites. But then I was like, okay, no, this ain't parasites. I think I'm pregnant. So right away I like stopped taking the papaya seeds. I was taking it for like 2 days, and I just had a feeling. It was just lingering. But I was like just still going about my day. I was working out with my sister. I was just ready to reset. I was like working on my rebrand for my business and stuff, and working on new ideas and things. And then finally my partner came up, and I told him, I'm like, I think I'm pregnant. And he's like, well, you know, the best way to find out is to take a test. And I'm like, okay, yeah. So this is going back to the day I found out. Yeah, we got the test, just left a friend's house. It's funny, even she cracked a joke, like, or she didn't even crack a joke. She just made a pregnancy comment, like, when are you guys looking to have a baby, or don't get pregnant? I don't remember what she said, but she made a comment towards pregnancy or being pregnant. And yeah, that pushed me to go get the pregnancy test as soon as we left our house. And the next day, 7 a.m., I was up by myself. I had to pee. They say use the first pee of the morning is the best pee to do a pregnancy test with. So yeah, I did my urine sample. And right away, guys, that shit just flashed right away, pregnant. And I was just like on the toilet. Like, I was happy, okay? I was happy. I was happy, and I was just like, all right, this is real. But also, one thing about me, guys, is I am a person that kind of processes things really slowly. So yes, I was happy and a little like, oh shit, this is like the fire under our asses that we need, because this, like, if I didn't have to get my shit together now, like now more than ever, now is the time to. So it kind of like also put that pressure, or made that confirmation, like now is also the time to start like getting your guys' shit together. So yeah, my partner was still sleeping at that point. So yeah, I got to process it by myself. And then I was just laying next to him until he woke up, which was probably like 3 hours later, because he got up like 9. And I showed him, I'm like, look, I'm pregnant. And then he was like, I feel like he processes things kind of slowly too, but he was like, oh, okay, so it's real, it's happening. And yeah, like after that, he's just been supportive ever since finding out, which I'll get through to those points. You gotta bear with me, guys, because being out of breath is what a pregnancy symptom that I am currently going through right now. And being dehydrated. But yeah, okay, so we found out I was pregnant, and I kid you not, like as soon as I got my positive pregnancy test, I swear the symptoms just started coming in right away. I started getting really gassy and nauseous, and turned off of food like right away. Like as soon as I found out pregnant, it's like a switch clicked in my brain. Like, yep, all right, now time for the first trimester symptoms. I broke the news to my siblings. My sister, especially my sister, she kind of already knew. My best friend was actually the one I told first, because she actually had a feeling she was pregnant too. She already knew, like, and it turns out we're like a week apart. It just sucks that we don't live close to each other, because like it would be so nice, but whatever, things happen. Yeah, so I told my best friend first, and then I told my siblings. Everyone's happy for me, like everyone is excited for me. And then I even told my parents, which I was surprised with that, because I'll get into a little story time later on, but I wasn't plan on telling my parents right away. But I felt the urge to, and like my mom and dad were so excited for us. Like my partner was there as well. I wish I recorded that reaction, guys, but they were so excited for us, and everyone was just giving us advice, like, yeah, don't be stressed, Shireen, you know, be happy, take care of yourself, yada, yada, yada. All right, no problem. Okay, so the start, yeah, so I'm already in my first trimester. This was week 6, 7. This was week 7. I found out I was pregnant. Yes, and I already started getting symptoms. And what happened is, near the end of the trip, my partner and I caught this messed up flu. Okay, this plague that was going around. Like guys, like this was some flu that I never had before. I was like coughing up my life. I was like, is that even safe for the baby? I was coughing up my life, and I had a fever, but it was like I got through the flu very fast, in the sense like I got through the worst parts the first 2 days, and then the annoying parts came as soon as my partner and I came back to Calgary. It was like the second phase of this weird flu. And when I mean second phase, like I got pink eye, guys, in both my eyes. Whatever the hell plague was going around in Toronto, and it was apparently even going around in Calgary too, because his brother had it and other people had it. But the pink eye, it was the pink eye for me. That plane ride coming back from Toronto was the worst plane ride of my life. Oh my God, I felt bad for the people sitting beside me, because I probably got them sick too. But that's when the pink eye was starting to form. My eyes kept leaking. Okay, I don't even want to go into extreme detail of it, but that was the worst flu of my life. So the first trimester was overcoming that flu, and then I got hit with fatigue right away. So I could say I didn't have, the best thing is I didn't have crazy morning sickness. Mind you, I don't know why they call it morning sickness. Maybe because it starts in the morning, but that shit's all day, okay? It's all day of nausea, on and off. For me, it was very mild. I didn't have, thank God I didn't have a severe, like the rest of the pregnant mommies that I see on TikTok talk about where they're throwing up and stuff. I was just turned off about certain foods, but I wasn't like throwing up or anything. So I had like mild nausea. It's just the fatigue. It was the fatigue for me. I was like in bed every single day, guys. And if you like, for those of you who know me, you know, like I struggle with being unproductive. So being in bed every day on came the next symptom for me is like, I didn't have crazy sickness symptoms, but I had crazy mental symptoms, because the next symptom that unlocked for me during the first trimester, and a lot of moms call this the trimester. Now I know why mothers call it the trimester trenches, because I was in the first trimester trenches, because I was in the first trimester trenches, guys. Because yes, the next symptom that unlocked for me was depression. I was depressed, and I also wasn't ready for the pregnancy hormones that enhanced my emotions. I am already an emotional person in a way. No, I am. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I'm an emotional person. The pregnancy hormones, guys, heighten that like times 10. Double that, okay? Double the emotions I already have. My pregnancy hormones doubled that. And I was just battling pregnancy blues. I was having crash outs. I love that term, crash out. You're gonna, as a matter of fact, you guys are gonna hear me use crash out a lot. I just love, because I feel like it takes on exactly what it is to have an emotional outburst, especially with rage. I feel like the word crash out is the perfect word for that. But anyways, I've crashed out so many times. Thank you, Lord, for my partner and his patience and his gentleness, because like didn't even know who I was when I had my crash outs. I'm like, I would finish crashing out. I even freaking threw a chair. I'm embarrassed saying it, but I even threw a chair. So that was pregnancy rage. And yeah, like he just helped me through mentally. He was there, and he helped me through the first trimester. And thank you, love. I appreciate you so much. And that's why I'm making a baby for you. But yeah, thank God he was there for me, because I was freaking depressed, guys. And if you wonder again why I wasn't on social media, this is a huge part of the reason. I was unproductive. I didn't feel creative. I didn't feel like myself. And I never felt so lost in my life. Like, holy crap, I think I was just finally processing that I'm pregnant and that my life's about to change. And it's already enough that before I finding out I was pregnant, I was already coming to realizations that I've been avoiding work, and that I have work to do, and I've been sabotaging my business, and I've been getting it my own way. So it's like I was already dealing with that and ready to start over. And then just getting pregnant on top of that, it has been a lot for me, guys. So kind of coming near to the end, to these present days. Yeah, I was just, every day during the first trimester, I was just trying to push through, okay? I was trying to push through. I was trying to be there for my partner, because like he was always there for me. And again, like I really appreciate that, because he's going through his own shit too. Like we're not in a place where we want to be, and we already knew we had to get our shit together, but it's like, oh, boom, I'm pregnant. So he was battling his mental as well, and he still showed up, and I made sure I tried to show up in my way, in my best way as well. But yeah, I was just spending some days scrolling through TikTok, which is not the best option because yes, there is a bunch of mothers on there where you can relate while they're documenting their first trimester and their pregnancy journey. But then it's like, you know, you scroll too much on TikTok when you reach the dark videos or the messed up videos, because then I started to get into miscarriage videos. And yeah, why I'm bringing this up is I'm about to get real vulnerable with you guys and let you know that I myself has been through a miscarriage before. This was back in 2016. Now, like, I got through it pretty well because even that partner, I knew he wasn't the one for me, and I can look back at it and say it happened for a reason. It's good I didn't end up like being alone with a child and whatever. I don't want to go into detail, but the point is I had a miscarriage at 7 weeks, I believe 6-7 weeks with my first pregnancy. And being a person that, if you're watching this, you understand, if you have gone through a miscarriage before, you would know that being pregnant with the next baby, the anxiety is real. So that too, like, not only did I have to deal with depression and being emotionally unstable, I had to deal with like serious anxiety. Like I still have to. I'm still like kind of talking through myself. Like guys, I have to take it. I feel like we all do, but I have to take it one day at a time, literally, because I will get overwhelmed with my thoughts. Yeah, I was like super anxious, and then a part of it got relieved when we went to our 8-week ultrasound appointment, and I got to see my little bean and the heart flickering and everything. They said everything was good. So I nearly like almost bawled my eyes out when they found the baby and everything was, and they showed me the ultrasound. Like, that was such an anxiety easing moment for me. But then it, like, you move on and throughout your pregnancy and the anxiety comes back. So you know how at the beginning I did say I haven't seen my baby since week 8, and we have made it to the 2nd trimester. There hasn't been any like spotting or anything. I've been good. My symptoms have been good to me. I've gotten my energy back, etc. It's just the anxiety is still very, very much present, and because of the anxiety, I haven't really been able to enjoy this pregnancy yet, in a sense. Like, people like, and sharing the news with people reminds me that I should be enjoying it, because I see how they like their face lights up and how excited they get for me, and you know what, it's like I didn't want to, and that's why I was saying I'm shocked that I told my parents so early, because the first time I was pregnant, I was holding it from my parents, and then the miscarriage ended up happening. So I was kind of relieved that I didn't tell my parents, because I don't know, like, comment down below if you're about to relate to what I say. When you have a miscarriage as a woman, you feel like you've failed at doing your job of carrying a healthy child and birthing it. And yeah, I just didn't. I'm surprised I'm here like making this video and telling the news to you guys, because I still have that pressure and anxiety that if anything were to ever happen, I failed as a woman to bring a soul to this life, to bring life to this world, right? Okay. Anyways, the first trimester trenches, I'm happy that I'm finally stepping foot out of it. It's been super hard for me, guys, but I sit here today and I'm sharing the news with you guys finally, and I will continue sharing any updates as we grow through this new journey, this magical journey, this like transformative journey that I'm going through. Of course, guys, I'm going to continue keeping you guys updated. And as we slowly start to wrap this up, as for take what resonates and resonate in Blossom Academy, like my business and brand, guys, that has been another thing. It's because it's already enough that I rebranded before I found out I was pregnant, because I already felt like I was shedding the old me. I was already kind of going through a transformation, but when I found out the news that I was pregnant, it's like I got hit with another transformation. So I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. Like, I have things that I started creating but haven't touched in a while because of all that I've been going through with my first trimester, in the sense. And I don't want to really stress out about it. As far as it goes with my brand and Resonate in Blossom Academy, we are just taking it one day at a time with that. The only thing right now, my main focus right now is just, you know, taking care of myself, my mental, being there for my partner, being there for me, being there for this baby. That is my main focus right now. I obviously, however, I do want to start posting content again. That's why, again, I had the urge to share my experience with you guys and tell you guys the news. Yes, journals will still be on sale. They're still always on sale with my Amazon KDP. I am also working on a 3rd edition of her journal. Obviously, if you can take a guess of what it already is, pregnancy edition. That is in the works. But again, it's just, I'm waiting for the creativity to come back to me. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out the next steps and trying to make sure that me and my partner are trying to get our shit together and make sure we are good for when the baby comes. So yeah, guys, that's everything. I'm happy to actually kind of finally out myself and share this news with you guys. And thank you if you guys watched this whole video and you made it to the end. I really appreciate you guys. Comment, okay? Especially if you're going through your pregnancy journey too. Please, let's start up a community on here, have a conversation about it, and be on the lookout for more videos, because I am feeling called to continue sharing my experience with you guys, because I've also, these recent days, I didn't really get into that, have been better on my mental health. It also didn't help that during the first trimester, it has been like in the -20s in Calgary, and I couldn't go outside and touch like there's no grass to touch, there's no sun to soak up, there's, you know, like, it made the depression even worse. But now, if you live in Calgary, you know that it's finally warming up, and I've been soaking up all the sunshine. We've been going on walks. We've been doing spontaneous outings, adventurous outings. So my mental health is just getting better and better. Yeah, and I'm just, again, in the waiting process of trying to find a midwife and, you know, getting a new family doctor. And again, I'll keep you guys updated. Thank you. Peace and love. I'll catch you guys in the next video.